Hi, broadcasting live from a small town in Mexico between Guadalajara and Tequila. I'm Bill the Geek, and this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. The Bill Dallas Lewis channel, we make videos about Mexico. We travel Mexico. We show you museums, places to go, places to see, and we try to share the joy of Mexico with you. My software is saying I've got a connection problem, so we'll just bear with it and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully my audio is okay and we can get a good broadcast. I've got a lot of information today. Hola, Linda Burns from Arizona. We got Joe and Janet from Parkland County, Alberta, Canada. We have Stephen in the house. We have a bunch of Canadians in here. Love to travel in the house from New England. And we have Christine Prowse in Montana. Retirement is less than a month away. Yoo-hoo! Congratulations, you're almost ready to come on down. Gene and John, good morning from Birmingham, Alabama. We got Alabama in the house. That girl's in the house. Hey, hola, Jack Webb is in the house. Buenos dias. Jerry Albin in the house. All good. James and Rena. Hola, Bill. James just retired. Ahihic in 10 days. Can't wait to be on the fun side of the wall. And we'll be doing an interview with James and Rena in the middle of next week. Annie, Ola, and chat from sunny Tucson. I tell you, for you people thinking about moving to Mexico, I've been here 17 years, and I don't regret a day that I was here. It's a beautiful place. The weather's really nice all year around. It's beautiful, and it's also very cheap. I love Mexico. I try to share the joy and love that I have experienced in Mexico, and I try to provide information that will help other people make their way down here. And right off the bat, I gotta click this button because I woke up this morning and somebody had contributed to my channel through PayPal. This is like 7:30 in the morning, and her name is Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for your donation. Okay, everybody. Don Cole, good morning. We haven't. Don Cole is in Panama. Don Cole goes everywhere. Jack Webb, did you get my email the other day? I accidentally had to host 7 recent Buckeye grads. My daughter's friends. We had a ball. Great, Jack Webb, Buckeye fans. Hoping to be back in Mexico soon. Christine Prowse, it won't be Mexico or this girl. Ecuador will fit my single retirement pension better. Matomi, good morning from Los Angeles. We got L.A. in the house and Christine. LJ, good morning, LJ and Christine. You have to keep us up to date on your move to Ecuador. I got to look into that. Ecuador's that good, hun. It's safe and it's cheap. Okay, you guys, this is my last broadcast from this fabulous location that I'm in. This is one of the nicest houses I've ever stayed in. When I end the broadcast today, I'm going to pack up my stuff, put all my stuff in the car, and prepare for my leaving. Tomorrow morning, I'll be moving to the Chapala area, and I'll stay there for 2 months. And then I'll make a decision about where I'm going to spend the next year. But this house is fabulous. But I tell you what, it's out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's a fabulous house, but the internet is kind of iffy. And every day, every broadcast, I worry about, well, is the internet going to make it today? But in the Chapala, in the Lake Chapala area, they have excellent internet. And I'll be so happy to be able to walk out of the house, walk to restaurants, walk to the grocery store in the Ahihic area for 2 months. Okay, congrats, Christine, Jean, and John. Just left Ahihic after a 12-day trip. We're hooked and we'll be there in November. Can't wait. I tell you what, people get to Ahihic. It's a beautiful place. The expats there and the Mexican nationals are so friendly. You can make so many friends. There's so much food. There's so much music you can listen to. And you're only 20 minutes from the Guadalajara International Airport. You can go to Guadalajara, Jocotepec. I mean, Ahihic is the bomb, and I will start making more videos about Ahihic once I get there tomorrow. John, good morning, Bill. We'll be there in 3 weeks. Come on down. Dave, Adams, Ola, Bill, enjoying my first month since moving to Ahihic. We got a newbie, James the newbie. And congratulate James and Rena John. Does Jocotepec have a supermarket? Ooh, that's a good question. They have Jocotepec. They have mini markets, but you might have to go to the Chapala Ahihic area. And if you got the answer to that question, but I've been to Jocotepec several times, but I don't remember seeing a supermarket. LJ, thanks to Big Mike. It was a great ride, Bill, and we all thank Mike too. And please send your blessings out to Mike. He's in Indiana. The weather is warming up, but he has like 80 gazillion diseases. He's 73. And then he gets infections all through his body. So I hope he does well. Okay, Ecuador, Jack Webb. He loves Cuenca and he highly suggested Ecuador. I never thought about Ecuador. Okay, Christine. Okay, LJ. Is Mike leaving Mexico for good? With all of the medical conditions that he has, it's very difficult for him to live here because he has Medicaid up there in the States. But they're just having a problem finding out where all of these infections are coming. James and Rena, and thanks, can't wait. It's been a thrill learning about Mexico with this group. Dan, good morning, Bill. Great to see your smiling face and a little chilly this morning here in Columbus, Ohio, my hometown. I got up this morning, it was 59 degrees, and that was around 7 o'clock in the morning. And the thing about Guadalajara, Chapala, Ahihic, Tequila, is this time of year between, I'm going to say, November to May, it gets chilly at nighttime. And I have a hard time with the chill. And when I say chilly, it might go down to 47 degrees at nighttime. But every day, Guadalajara, Ahihic, Chapala, Jocotepec, Tequila, it's going to go up to at least 77, 80 degrees in January and December. The problem that I have with that is like taking showers. The water's hot, but you got to take off all your clothes. And then if it's early in the morning, it's like 47 degrees. I have a little problem with that. I lived with somebody for 7 years, and this person was from Guadalajara. She grew up in Guadalajara. Her family didn't have hot water in her house. And so she would she would take cold showers when it was 47 degrees, and I'm just not there. I'm from Ohio. We have heat in the house. So when it's like 20 degrees outside, it's 80 degrees in the house, but whatever. Okay, Christine, I'll definitely keep in touch. Jack Webb, have you been there? It's lovely. One doesn't need a car, very walkable with great public transportation, no freezing temperatures or hot weather. And Christine, can you tell us, is Ecuador cheaper than Mexico, and how's the healthcare? LJ, looking forward to more drone videos from the Ajijic area. Would love some aerial videos on the different older neighborhoods. Jack Webb. Christine, I'm sorry I have not, but we had narrowed our search to Ajijic, Ecuador, and Grenada, Nicaragua. Okay, Jack Webb is looking around. Brian Maiden. Good morning, Bill, and everyone in the house. Too bad to hear about Mike's health problems. Yeah, he's got some problems, and we just hope that he pulls out of it. We just hope he pulls out of it. This week, I didn't make any videos. I've been packing, preparing for my move, moving money around and getting everything all good to go. So I'll be ready for Ajijic this coming week. I'm leaving tomorrow early in the morning. I'm looking so forward to it. And I'm a little nervous about where I'm going to move next. I've been in Mexico so long, I don't know if I'm quite as adventurous as Jack Webb and Christine, because there's so much. I love Mexico. I don't think I'm going to leave. I can visit Ecuador. Maybe I'll love it there too. But I'm going to stay in the Ajijic area for 2 months. And then that'll give me 2 months to think about where I'm going to live for the year after that 2 months. I'm strongly leaning towards Mazatlan, which is a beach town. I'm going there on the 8th of this month on tour with Sherry and Robert to their to Reina del Mar bed and breakfast. It's only a half block from the beach. They'll have fabulous things for us to do all week. Robert, many people that take his tour, they leave from Ajijic Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and they return Friday. They leave Mazatlan at 11 o'clock in the morning the following Friday. But many people, and the excursion starts from the plaza at Ajijic on a private van. They have movies. They stop at 2 different Subway restaurants so you can go to the bathroom, eat some food. But Robert says a lot of people that take the tour, they're living in Ajijic, and after they take the tour of Mazatlan, they move to Mazatlan. And Robert told me that one of the people that took the tour moved to Mazatlan, found a very nice apartment. I think it was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in Mazatlan for $350 a month. So I'm going to check that out. The other location, and I'm really looking for feedback and any advice on this, but San Miguel de Allende. San Miguel de Allende. And San Miguel de Allende is in central Mexico. And some people say it's the best place to live in the world. People say it's beautiful. It's an artist community. I've heard that there are somewhere between 7,000 and 11,000 expats living there. For my videos, San Miguel de Allende would be more convenient because it's not that far from other cities that I could that I could visit and make videos on. So I guess I'll visit Mazatlan. I'll visit San Miguel de Allende and make videos of that. And over the next 2 months, I'll be making a decision on where I'll be moving to next. Now, okay, let's see, Brian Maiden. This weather we were having has been crazy 2 weeks, back-to-back blizzards now, 2 weeks back-to-back, lots of rain and some major flooding. And of course, let me show you the big reason I moved to Mexico, and here it is. No more of that. It's like Tom Petty says, you don't have to live like a refugee. Come on down here. Okay. We're getting some feedback now. Trace, hey, Bill. I will finally be there May 10th for about a month. Tacos. First couple of nights at La Bodega. Trace, come on down. Trace, where are you located? Come on down. First couple of nights at La Bodega. I said they're closed on Monday, and I believe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday they have expat music. I believe on Friday, I think it's Saturday and Sunday nights, it's going to be Mexican national music. Okay, Don Cole. Don Cole has been everywhere. That's funny. San Miguel is awesome. I loved it there. Yes, now I'm going to really mess up the way that I'm going to say this city's name. Oh man, it's like Quanataro, but the population there is like 1 million. Oh, okay, Trace, you're in the Bay Area. Okay. Oh no, this is funny. Tim Olson, good morning, Bill. Good morning, Tim. Always great to see you in the house. Tim was my camera director when I was living in Chapala, and I had really bad problems with the camera, and I want to thank Tim for hooking me up and making everything okay. Okay, that's it. Quiere Taro. I just found out that Quiere Taro is high and dry, meaning no mosquito bites. I love Mazatlan and the beach town vacation, but the mosquitoes might just do me in. Okay, that's the city I was looking at too. I'm going to mess it up. Quiere Taro. High and dry. Love to travel. Has been there. And there's a lady that makes videos. Most of her videos, all of her videos are interviews with expats that live in various cities. And there was a very successful woman with a child living in Querétaro, but the population is 1 million. And she loved it. She says that they have everything there. And they say it's a beautiful city, but 1 million people, that's the size of my hometown, Columbus, Ohio, depending on how you count the population. San Miguel Allende, I think the population is somewhere between 70,000 to 100,000 people. So I could visit Querétaro and make videos and, make decisions. I don't know. I'm just going to live Querétaro. Yes. Thank you, Don Cole. Trace is in California. Trace, I lived in San Miguel for 4 years. It is all that you hear. Can be expensive. Querétaro y Guanajuato are gorgeous and more affordable. San Miguel is expensive. That might knock it right off the list. Brian Maiden, yes, San Miguel was very beautiful. Guanajuato and Querétaro. Thank you, Trace. Thank you very much. Okay, Querétaro. Thank you very much. Querétaro. Querétaro. I'm getting my Spanish lesson this morning, and I really need it because these names, like it took me like 5 years to say Tlaquepaque, okay? I'm trying. I'm working on my Spanish. But anyway, that's what's going on for me. But it really bums me out to hear that San Miguel may be expensive because I do like affordable places. And I do want to add that I've been here for 3 months, and given my life situation, it's been 3 months of peace and beauty and solitude. And sometimes you need peace, beauty, and solitude to get your head together. And that's what has happened in the last 3 months. But the beautiful thing about living here is I haven't seen a mosquito in 3 months. Not one. I haven't seen one mosquito, which is great. And the weather's, it's only rained 1 day in 3 months. So depending on where you live in Mexico, and I remember when I lived in New Hampshire, I lived in Columbus, Ohio, it might rain for a week or 10 days and all that cloudy stuff. Or in Columbus, Ohio, or in Hanover, New Hampshire, it might snow for 10 days. And that means it's cloudy for 10 days. And it's just really great to live where the weather is really nice year round. Okay, chime in. Brian Maiden, yes, San Miguel was very beautiful. Have heard others pronounce it as K-Ray. Okay. LJ, peace, quiet, and freedom. Live happy. That's what it's all about. Trace. Oh, yes, lots of Americans and Canadian drive. Something just happened here. What's going on? My software is talking to me, but it seems like the stream is going okay. Okay. Trace, yeah, more affordable to rent. Yeah, I only want to pay about 8,000 pesos a month, actually. It's working now. Okay, we're having some technical problems here. And let's just see how the broadcast goes. We're having some technical difficulties here, and that's the problems of living in this small town where we only have 20 meg of upload speed. So let's just see what happens, and we'll just keep on cranking on. We're getting an error message from our software. I hope I don't have to sign off early due to technical problems. Okay. New England winters are freezing and gloomy. Can't wait for the sunshine year round. Yeah, New England, it's beautiful. I was in New Hampshire for 4 years. In the springtime, in the summertime, it is beautiful. The trees and the mountains. But the winter times, unless you're a skier, man, woo, I don't know. Okay. So this week, I'm going to make a few videos about Ajijic. I'm just going to walk around town and meet people and make videos. I'm going to go into restaurants, go down to the lake, get some drone shots, eat some tacos, and I'm really looking forward to it because... Oh, okay. Trace, did Mike's house sell? No. One person has come to look at the house. The house has not sold. And Mike charged me a lot of money for rent to live here. I don't think he's going to be able to get that much rent for this place. unless he can find an American or a Canadian who wants to live out here in the middle of nowhere. This place, it's a beautiful house. It has everything. Everything's brand new. The plumbing's great. It doesn't get hot in the daytime. This huge yard, a big giant gate going all around the house. It's very secure. It's got cable television. And when the internet is working, which it hasn't died on me, it works okay. This fabulous deck. But I think you'd have to be a real hermit to want to live here for a long time, unless you're coming here with your partner and you guys just like to read books and talk to each other, watch some movies on cable or on Netflix. But I'm ready to get out of here. I don't care how nice this house is. Betomi, I believe you mentioned that you also visited Europe. Is there any country, city that you liked over there? Kayat Aro. Thank you, John. Ate Aro. I'm working on it. I have to practice. Hey, I was in Kamala. It took me 2 weeks to say Kamala. All right. Yes, I've been to Europe. I used to write and illustrate children's books, and I did that for 15 years. And LJ idea: if you can do a grocery store video in Ahihic area when you get a chance, interested in frozen vegetables availability. Okay, LJ. They have a Walmart there. And then they have a bunch of small spots. Okay, when I was in Europe, so I used to do computer camps for kids, and I've been in 600 schools internationally. I was one of the first people to create computer illustrations. I was in a Scholastic book for second graders. I wrote the story, did the illustration. This book is called Super Solvers. It's in most elementary schools throughout the United States and even in schools in Europe. But school systems used to bring me in to show their students how to, and I would bring in computer equipment, large screen televisions and flat screens, and show the kids how I would draw my characters and make backgrounds in the computer. It was a lot of fun. So the Air Force hired me for 9 weeks to go to 9 Air Force bases in Europe, Italy, and Turkey. And I tell you what, I really liked Turkey. I was in Izmir, Turkey, and I stayed at a Hilton right on the bay. I believe it's the Black Sea. I loved Izmir, and I was surprised at how modern it was. I loved Italy. I was in the mountains of Italy, about 60 miles from Venice, and I was in Germany for 4 weeks on 4 different Air Force bases, and I was in Great Britain on 4 different Air Force bases for 4 weeks, and I fell in love with the fish and chips. Okay, Trace, consider Portugal, Bill. If I don't fancy Ahihic, then I'm off to Portugal. Okay. Trace, I know some people in the Guadalajara area. The guy, he is a Mexican, he's a Mexican national. He's an artist. He has money. He owns lots of properties. But he and his father were worried about an economic downturn in Mexico. So their entire family, and they have a large family, probably about 20, 30 people, were considering moving from Mexico to Portugal. I've never been there. I've only heard good things about it. Brian Maiden, And that's impressive, Bill. Brian Maiden, sounds like you have had a unique experience in your life. I've been very lucky about life, and I guess I'm picky about life. I've worked for major corporations. I was lucky enough to do my children's book thing. I was lucky enough to teach computer graphics and web design online, and teaching computer graphics online and web design online. That's how I lived in Mexico probably for, probably about 13 years. And all my clients were in the United States. It was great. I use GoToMeetings. And thank you very much. Ooh. Okay, Christine Prowls, you have to pay taxes in Portugal. Trace, are you considering the Agave? Okay, and LJ says, click the like CMT. CMT6, another perfect morning in Ajijic. Still haven't seen any mosquitoes. And CMT63, please email me this morning to tell me the status of what is going on tomorrow. But anyway, teaching online, if you can teach online and charge people like $45 an hour, when I started teaching online, I was teaching for $45 an hour. All I needed was 20 hours, and I was saving money living in Mexico. I mean, if I were a psychologist, a psychiatrist, a specialized attorney that had certain skills that you can just talk to people online, or maybe if you're an accountant, and you can look up things online, do all your paperwork online, come on down here. And I have a 415 area code because I use Magic Jack. So with Magic Jack, you pick your area code and your phone number. You pay like $36 a year. You can call all over the United States and Canada. Magic Jack. And then I know search engine optimization. So on my website, people would find me. They'd see my 415 area code, call me. They didn't know I was in Mexico. I didn't tell them. Oh, they wouldn't even ask me, where are you? They just look at the 415 area code. They think I'm in downtown San Francisco. But and then they'd say, well, how do we do this? Well, we use GoToMeeting, blah, blah, blah. And well, how much do you charge? Oh, $45 an hour. Okay, the standard answer to $45 an hour was, that sounds very reasonable. I should have been charging $65, $75 an hour. If you can come down here, work online, and I'm really, many people are retiring. A lot of people in the room right now are retiring and coming down here and living on their pension. Well, hey, right on. You know, I know some people like Mike, the owner of the house, he has money in the bank. He gets $2,700 a month for Social Security. He's got investments, so he doesn't need to work. Or for you people that are collecting Social Security and you have nice checks coming in, it's very affordable down here. But why wait until you're 65 to come down here? I've been here, let's say I've been here 20 years. So it means, so I was like 47 when I got down here. And if you can get down here when you're 35 or 40 or 45, well, from the age 45 to 65, that's 20 years of living good. So if you can find a way to make an income online, you can live in Ajijic, live the life. They have excellent internet in Ajijic. You can get all of your computer equipment, anything you want from Amazon. I order stuff from Amazon all the time. Why? And I used to tell kids in these elementary schools, let's see what's going on over here. I used to tell these kids in elementary schools, I would go into elementary schools, I would talk to kids between kindergarten and first grade. And the first thing that I would tell them is that most adults work 40 hours a week. A lot of people have jobs that they don't like, but the money is okay. And they work, and I would tell the kids it's like 40 hours a week for 65 years, and then they retire. And I'd say, don't do that. Find something you really like and go for it when you're young. So anyway, if you can come down here and work online, makes $35 to $65 an hour. Come down here when you are younger. Think about that online business. It's not hard to do. Get a web page, learn SEO, get an American phone number from Magic Jack, and enjoy beautiful Mexico, living cheap, far cheaper than the United States, and have a good time. Okay, love to travel. Da 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 da. Oh, I missed some stuff. Okay, Algarve. I haven't heard, James, I haven't heard of Algarve. Very good. Yes, want to come? Love to travel. Yes, Christine, you are right about the taxes. I think the tax payments start after you have lived there for 10 years. Very good. Portugal is the bomb, Trace says. Doing a lot of research. Mexico is changing. But I thought about moving to Europe, and I was trying to get a job in London at one time, but a computer graphics firm in San Francisco recruited me, so I lived in San Francisco for 5 years. But Europe is kind of expensive. I don't know. I haven't lived in Europe in enough places and done enough research. Plus, my cousin, she lived Algarve. Thank you very much, James and Rena, for the correction. Algarve. I have to look that up. But my cousin lived in Italy. She lived in it's a famous city. She lived in Venice. She's an artist. But she said it would get very chilly there in the winter time. So whatever. LJ, Bill, what did you like about Guadalajara? What did you not like about Guadalajara? I loved Guadalajara. I really loved Guadalajara, but okay, my situation in Guadalajara, I loved the food in Guadalajara. I loved Uber in Guadalajara. The food, Uber, all of the cultural places you could see, all of the history of Guadalajara. When you go to the plazas in downtown Guadalajara, it's just unbelievable structures that it's almost like being in Europe. Of course, it was all developed by the Spanish from the mid 1500s, starting back then. There's so much to do, so many music, so many festivals. But I had a different situation living in Guadalajara. I had a partner that I was living with in Guadalajara. So I spent a lot of times with my partner, but I met a couple of people and at that time I was writing books for Amazon, so I stayed busy all of the time. So, but if you don't have a partner and you don't have anything to do, you might not meet any people unless you have good Spanish skills. So, but Guadalajara, what I hated about Guadalajara was the traffic. I had a car the entire time I was in Guadalajara. If I was just going to Costco, which was like a half mile from the house, or if I was going to go to the shopping mall, the Galleria, and they had everything in there. They had Best Buy, which they don't have anymore. They had Sears, they had Radio Shack. I mean, they had everything that you wanted. Telcel, Telmex, telephone company offices in there. Oh, the super movie theaters in many cities in Mexico, specifically Guadalajara. They have these super shopping malls called the Galleria. And you can find the Galleria not only in Guadalajara, but also, I know that they have one in Puerto Vallarta. And in there they have VIP movie theaters. And what that means is you have a big leather couch to watch the movie and a little place to put all of your food and all that kind of stuff. And if you get there at 1 o'clock in the week, on a weekday, you can be the only one in the movie theater, and it costs like $7.50 a person, unless you can get that senior citizen discount. Okay, but I loved Guadalajara. I loved the entire time that I was there. I think we're having a technical difficulty right now. And if something happens and I have to close down my stream, I will be back next Saturday at 10 a.m. broadcasting from Ajijic with a much better signal. And we had this problem, I think the first time we did this, 3 months ago, we had a streaming problem. I thought I had taken care of it. But today, it looks like today is not a good day for the internet. CMT63, we've been loving Ajijic and the walkability of the town. I've met people who have given us information about where to find anything. Okay, I'm back. Very good, very good. Yes, CMT, Chris and Mark, they're having a ball in Ajijic. It's very walkable, lots of food, lots of people to meet. But a couple of people that I knew that lived in Guadalajara that were expats, they moved from Guadalajara to Ajijic just because in Guadalajara, they never heard anybody speak English. They never saw any Canadians or any Americans. And when I lived in Guadalajara, okay, we're back. What? Okay. I only saw maybe 2 Americans in 3 years in Guadalajara. I'm in Guadalajara 3 years. I saw 2 Americans. Okay. Brian Maiden, now about $20 to go to the movies these days. That's for seniors. That's crazy. Down here, you can go to the movie theaters. It's going to cost you 40 pesos. That's $2. And that's the going rate. 40, maybe 50 pesos. That's $2.50. Almost all of the movies down here are going to be in English with Spanish subtitles. And I had a very good friend for 7 years, and we would go to the movies together. She's a Mexican national, and she was so used to reading Spanish subtitles and watching American movies. She could read really fast. It wasn't a problem for her. And the same is true on Netflix. But anyway, and then so you can go to the movies down here for $2.50. I've seen a change now. They're coming out with a lot of American movies that they translate, so they're in Spanish. But specifically in Ajijic, if you go to a movie theater, they might have two schedules. They might, let's say it's let's say it's West Side Story. In this room, they might have that playing in Spanish translation, but in this room, they'll have it in English. It'll still have Spanish subtitles. So, but it'll be very clear. It'll be very clear. Okay, now, LJ, did you hear about phone snatching out of your hands in Guadalajara? No. Jack Webb, speaking of Guadalajara, I've not seen an American airport as nice as Guadalajara. Cool. Jack Webb, have you flown into Puerto Vallarta? They have a beautiful airport there. Very small, never a lot of people. Brian Maiden, how much do they charge for Heineken beer there? Okay, that's a very good question. Walmart, for a 12-pack, let me do the math here. A 12-pack Heineken is going to cost you like $9 for a 12-pack at Walmart. That's 175 pesos for a 12-pack of Heineken in bottles. Paul Lou, are generic meds available in Mexico? Paul Lou, yes. In fact, they have many pharmacies that only sell generic medication. And like if you buy stuff like like Tylenol. Okay, now the trick in Mexico when you're buying pharmaceuticals or drugs, the names may be different. So you might have to get the translation, or you might have to write down Tylenol and show the lady Tylenol, and then she'll find a generic drug that is the same chemical. So I remember buying a bottle of generic Tylenol, and it was like $1.50. If you, okay, I don't want to be rude or anything, but buying drugs like Cialis or that other, what is the other blue pill that's super popular, that everybody knows about? They have generic knockoffs for that down here, super inexpensive. Medical care down here is really cheap, and generic drugs, you just tell them I want the generic version. And if you have the original version, or if you can find the original version on the internet, all you have to do is look at the ingredients, find the ingredients, and they will look up the ingredients in this big book they have at the pharmacy, and they'll give you the generic version. Okay. Ooh, CMT63, I had to refill my prescription here. No problem. If they don't have it on hand, we'll order it. No problem. Just take your bottle with you. Yes. Yeah, I always, if I'm buying some kind of drugs or medication or some kind of special skin cream or something, I find it on the internet, take a picture of it, and keep it in my cell phone so I can just show the people behind the counter what I'm looking for. Viagra. I know that you need a prescription for Viagra in the United States. I think Cialis also. You don't need a prescription for that. You can get the generic version down here and not spend hardly any money. Okay. Just crazy here in Canada. You would pay $30. Okay. Okay, folks. I'm getting ready to pack up here. I'm getting ready to, in another 10 minutes, I'm going to pack up all my computer equipment, all of my clothing, my flute, and some other stuff. And then I'm going to pack up my car and prepare for this trip to Ahihi tomorrow. And the good news is that I'm going to take the toll road. It'll be a Sunday, and the tolls are going to cost me about a total of 400 pesos. That's $20. But when you use the autopista or paid freeway here, usually this trip is going to take me like an hour and a half. And you might see, in an hour and a half, you might see 20 cars, and the rest of the traffic is all going to be Mack trucks driving very slow on perfect roads. So the tolls, I'm going to pay $20 in tolls. I could drive from here into Guadalajara through Guadalajara and then take a semi-freeway from Guadalajara to Chapala, Ajijic. But that's just like a nightmare. Getting anywhere near Guadalajara and driving through Guadalajara in a car is a sheer nightmare. Woo! And for you people that are watching on the replay, if you want to contribute to the channel, in the description below, there's a donate button, and you can click that, and you can leave a small donation via PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. LJ, I'm very happy to be able to share information with people. I'm looking at my list. Oh, today's your day. On my list, it says here, make sure to tell everybody that I love you all. And I thank all you guys for showing up. Next week, I will have lots of clips. I'll have drone shots of the Malecon and Ajijic. We'll put the drone on the plaza and send it up from there. Oh my God, Brian Maiden. Oh, well, la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da. My God. Thank you, Brian Maiden. Thank you very much. Brian Maiden, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you so much. And I tell you what, DJ, looking for sugar mommy. Looking for a sugar mommy. Good luck with that. Brian Maiden, thank you so much for your donation. That pays for all my tolls. That pays for all my tolls for tomorrow. Oh, right on. You just funded my trip. Now, what I'm really going to do, here we go. Hi, DJ, hi from Mexico. See you next week. Thank you, Anne. You have a great week and a great move. Thank you, Brian. Christine, thanks, Bill. Happy moving. See you next week. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. But I tell you what, moving sucks. So I've got a list. I got a list of things not to forget. But I think it's only going to take me like a couple of hours to pack. Thank you, James and Rena. Talk to you in a few days. Yeah, I think. Trace, right on. Thank you for your donation, Trace. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But and thank for all of you for showing up, clicking the like button, contributing, about different countries in the world that you guys are thinking about moving to, about different cities in Mexico that you know about. You feed the channel, you feed one another, and I thank you all. But I tell you what, moving sucks. You got to pack up your stuff. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of stuff. But all this technical equipment the cameras, the microphones, the lighting, and all that stuff, and then the charging cords, let alone the socks, But anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do when I leave here today, and what I'm going to do is get in the car, and you guys saw this last week, there's the house. I'm going to get in the car, and I'm going to get on, this is what I'm going to see. I'm going to open the gate, and look at this. And the first thing I'm going to do is go out of that gate, get in the car, and I'm going to go down this little dirt road here to the little grocery store, if you want to call it that. That's about a half a mile away from the house. And I'm going to get some beer. And I'm going to drink a cup. I'm going to do this today. I'm going to take this trip today. But I'm so happy that tomorrow I will be taking that little trip for the last time. That's the last time I'll be taking that little trip tomorrow. Yes. And I'm get some beer, come back here, pack up the car. Hopefully I'm done packing by about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then I'm going to chill out and just relax and enjoy my last hours in this fabulous home. Thank you, Trace. Thank you. Thank you. Virginia, hi from New York, from your fellow social worker. I was in Juarez, Mexico. My hubby got his green card. Then I was in Mexico City and went to Palico. Okay, very good. LJ, try to become more of a minimalist. Yeah, I'm a minimalist. That's me. I like being a minimalist because they say you don't own things, things own you. And if I didn't everything that I have, I love. I love my cameras. I love my drone, my cell phone, my computers, my laptop, my iPad, and my t-shirts and my jeans and my tennis shoes. And because I'm a minimalist, I can just pretty much in an hour and a half, I can pack up all my stuff and just be it somewhere else. And I can't imagine if I had couches and refrigerators and antiques and all of my parents' old stuff. I'm a minimalist and it works for me. Yes, Virginia. Yes, we have too much stuff. I have lots of papers and files. Bill, search the house carefully so you don't forget anything. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Trace and friends seem to disappear when you are packing. Yeah. Hey, Trace, if somebody wants me to help them move, if I'm making a major move and I have furniture and all that kind of stuff, I'm too old for that. I pay somebody to do that. But for what I'm doing, it's no big deal. I just got a picture of my mom, my flute, some computer equipment, some t-shirts. I'm good to go. Okay, Trace, oh no, I couldn't live there by myself. House is beautiful, but too isolated for this single girl. Trace, I'm telling you, man, I've been here 3 months, and the house is beautiful. I needed to clean my mind for 3 months to get my head together to go into this new life that this new single life that I'm about to lead. So it was an experience that I needed, Trace, but I tell you what, man, I will be so happy to be in Ajijic tomorrow where I can see people, I can buy tacos, I can buy ribs, I can buy king crab legs. This has this has helped me make a decision about making decisions about where you want to live in Mexico. You really need to go there and check the place out, rent an Airbnb, a nice hotel, see what the pedestrian traffic is like. Are there any gringos there you might want to talk to? What kind of groups are there? Because just think if I had owned a bunch of furniture and stuff, or maybe I bought the house and moved here and saw how beautiful it was, that would have been messed up. Okay, and if all of your stuff fits in a car, you are a minimalist. Well, yes, I am a minimalist, and it's not a car, it's an SUV, okay? So that gives me a little extra space. Well, you guys, I'm sorry I didn't do any videos this week. I took the last week living here to just kind of enjoy it. I read a lot of motivational books. I read a lot of spiritual books this week. I watched a lot of spiritual videos this week, and I just cleaned my head preparing for my new life. And yes, Trace, the place did serve its person. Jordan White, finally in the house. I came late today. Hey, it's never too late to show up. It's never too late to show up. But you guys, I'm getting ready to pack up my stuff and go. So I love you all. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing. Jack Webb, ever go eating, drinking at the beer garden on the Malecon in Chapala? We ate there over and over. Jack Webb, I've been there many times. Had a couple of beers there. I've had a couple of shots of tequila there, and I'll tell you guys, never order mixed drink in any bars in Mexico because they charge you out the wazoo for a mixed drink in the beer garden. And the beer garden has a perfect location. It's right on the lake, and it's all opened walls. You can sit right on the Malecon, though you're in the restaurant. And it's such a great location, but they charge me like 80 pesos for a shot of tequila. Okay, that's only $4. But in Mexico, that's a lot of money. Stick with beer. They only charge you like, it's cheaper. Mark, talking about moving sucks. Moving yourself to Ajijic. Oh my God, Mark, CMT 63, Mark and Chris, they leave on the 3rd to go back to Florida, and they're going to pack up all of their stuff, a house full of stuff, and they have movers that will move their stuff to the border, and then they're going to move all of their stuff to Ajijic. And so for the next 2 months, they're going to be packing up their life stuff. And that's what I'm not doing. Okay, you guys, I'm Bill the Geek. I love you all. Mark and Chris, CMT 63, I'll be contacting you later in the day to check out status. But this is Bill the Geek. I'm getting ready to go to the little market down the street, get some beer, and then I'm going to pack up and get out of here. Love you all for showing up. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes. And I will see you next week at 10 a.m. Central Time.